don't beat yourself up. It's ask yourself very clearly, like, why haven't I done this? What has been in the way? Is this actually something I still want to do? Can I actually do it? And then set new measurable goals, set new milestones, and make it happen.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the Be It Till You See It interview recap, where my co-host in life, Brad, and I are going to dig into the purposeful convo I had with Wendee Close in our last episode. If you haven't yet listened to that interview, feel free to listen to that one first, then come back and listen to this one, or listen to this one and see if you agree with what we liked about that one. It's your choice. That's what's really important about the Be It Till You See It podcast. You choose. You choose how you want to listen. Today is July 17th.
You choose very closely.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-ching.
I hope you like that, Wendee. I'm sure she hasn't heard that before. It's like my mom's last name growing up was Friesen, and like she was super tall, so they would always go, "Oh, how's the weather up there? Is it freezing?" Right? Like,
wow.
I know kids are clever and cruel. Anyways, I don't know why that popped in my head. Welcome to ADHD. So today is July 17th, 2025, and it's National Tattoo Day. It was also another day, but obviously I have to pick this one. Tattooing, the art of inserting pigment under the dermis layer of the skin.
In case you didn't know.
To create a decorative, symbolic, or pictorial design, or just a sticker on your body. Permanent sticker on your body.
Permanent sticker on your body.
I like to think of it. And on National Tattoo Day, July 17th, we set time aside to learn more about the tattooing process. It's a societal importance and history. Oh, okay, here we go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in on societal importance.
You guys, in case you don't understand process of picking which day, it really is like what title speaks to us, and then we learn about the day as we read about it with you on air, and that someday could become problematic, but we'll edit it out then. I guess you'll never know. So if you don't have a tattoo, you're likely to know someone who does, and if you've asked them how they knew at the time when they were getting inked whether they would still want that design on their skin years or decades later, you may have just gotten a peculiar look instead of an explanation. There is certainly a fraternal connection between people who bear tattoos, a connection that those without ink can never really understand. We asked one correspondent to try to address this phenomenon. He said, tattoos began as a ceremony, and they're still kind of like that. Once you're under an artist's needle, it's a little like a religious experience. It's like the aha moment people talk about having in a business life. It illuminates something you didn't see before. I don't understand any of that. That doesn't resonate with me in any...
Yeah, me neither.
So first of all, I overthought my first tattoo way too much.
I mean, took me 15 years to get my first tattoo.
Yeah.
Because of the same thing.
15 years from when you were 18 or like when?
Yeah. I didn't get one. So I guess that's not true. I wanted to get a tattoo in my teens. My parents said no. Mm-hmm. But I started designing it in my teens.
Okay.
And then I didn't actually get one until 30 years old.
I got my first one on a blind date.
You got one on a blind date?
I wanted something to do.
Wow.
I know.
This is the first time I'm hearing this story, y'all. Do tell.
Anyways.
How'd that go?
I never saw that person again. But and I covered up that tattoo after I left my ex with the cherry blossoms that we then added on to.
Right.
And then I just got others, because once you get the first one, you kind of start to just get other ones. And
the hurdle has been leapt.
Yeah.
You know, like you're there's this weird mental block of like, I don't know if I want to keep that thing on my body forever. And then after you get your first one, you realize no one actually gives a shit.
Yeah.
And then also you're like, yeah.
At least become a podcast of proponents for tattoos. But
yeah.
also,
I'm not that worried about it either, because here's the other thing. you can also change the tattoo.
Yeah,
or you can cover the tattoo.
Or you can remove
the
Pete
tattoo.
Davidson removed all of his tattoos. He is a complete blank slate. Google it right now.
No way.
Google
really?
it right now. Because I thought for sure it's AI. And people were saying it's AI. And he has done actual interviews about it. And there's no way it's makeup. He spent $200,000 getting them all removed. And I thought that's all it costs to remove his entire body.
I mean, he had
his whole head to toe. Like he was so covered. So anyways,
wow.
Our neighbor is, shout out to Brianna, Viva Vanish Skincare. She actually removes tattoos. So like to me, you could just remove it, right? Or you could cover it up, but you do overthink the first ones and then you kind of just get them and they just become part of you. Also, I've gotten like my dream catcher tattoo. It is really funny. When I got it, remember this, Brad? I got the dream catcher tattoo. It takes up my whole fucking arm. We came back from Cambodia.
Upper shoulder down to your elbow.
Shoulder to my elbow. We come back from Cambodia and like literally no one notices. No one notices. And I'm starting to think that like people don't like it, and all this stuff. And so I'm like starting to make this story in my head. And then someone who I've never met in person, they only know me through social media. I was at an event and they're like, "Oh my God, is that a new tattoo?" And I said, "It is. Thank you. I just got it. I just got it." Right. And other people are like, "That's new." And I'm like, "Yeah." There are people who like have known me for years. And I'm like, they're like, "Well, you're just like a person with tattoos. So you just have tattoos." So anyways, all I had to say is, I saw a reel or a meme. It was just like, tattoos are just stickers for adults. And like, we like pretty things.
I'm in on that. And I was looking up the Pete Davidson thing still, and I found something really interesting.
Okay.
He did an interview with Variety why he decided to remove all of his tattoos. And apparently he's not removed every single one, but he's removed the majority. He said on deciding to remove his tattoos, "I used to be a drug addict and I was a sad person and I felt ugly and that I needed to be covered up. And I don't think there's anything wrong with tattoos, but mine, when I look at them, I remember a sad person that was very unsure. So just removing them and starting fresh, because that's what I think works best for me with my brain. When I look at them in the mirror, I don't want the reminder of, oh yeah, you were a fucking drug addict. Like, that's why you have a SpongeBob smoking a joint on your back." So good for him.
Oh, I love that. But see, that's the thing. You can just remove it. So,
I mean, it's a process, but it can be removed.
Yeah.
It's money and time.
You know what? What else? Yeah. There's a lot of things you could spend your money on. I don't get something you don't want, but also like.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely sentimentality around the tattoos that I have.
Yeah.
Have put thought into them. It hasn't been just like on a whim. But also too, the more like after you get your first one, the second one, the decision to get it was like much faster than the first one.
Well, I also just want to say like, you don't have to get them, and it's also fine if you get them, and don't overthink it so much because you kind of make it perfect and like you're trying to make it all perfect, and it's just like. There's no judgment either way. Like life will go on.
Well, we are very big proponents of ink and tattoos. Well, we think they're really fun.
If it's part of your personality, like, and also like, I don't think, I remember my parents thinking like, "Oh, you're gonna be so judged. You'll never get a job." Like that has never happened to me one time. And I have tattoos all over my hands and like, no one notices.
Yeah. Yeah.
So most of them are for me anyways. Because when I have to look at myself in the mirror all the time, and I have to like look at what I do like or on a camera live all the time, and I'm like, I just want something to look at that's not just my face. Like I'm so tired of looking at my own face. I would like to see something else. So that was really a lot of it for me. Anyways. Back to this podcast, which is coming up. So today we actually kick off Agency Mini 11. It's happening right now. Right now.
If you'd have no idea what that means and you were like, "I need in on this," go to prfit.biz/mini. That's profit without the o.biz/mini.
It's for Pilates instructors and fitness instructors who want to improve their business and attract clients that actually want to teach and make the money they want to make. So if that sounds like you do want to sign up for this because the next one with our calendar, if it's possible, being Q1 of next year.
Yeah, we've been literally like tentatively looking at February.
Yeah, and so it could be the end of February.
We're not doing another one. No. We're not doing another one this year, and honestly, it's a killer program. So and it's also not expensive. You should definitely do it.
$62.50. Sign up today.
Yep.
3 days plus a couple days of replays. There you go. All right. Then we are now really in the countdown of our summer tour.
Oh,
The van has
we leave next week.
I know the van has a new look.
Yeah.
We have a huge tour going on. We have so many cities that are sold out. So many people we're so excited to see in person for the first time. Some people are seeing in person for the third or fourth time. We can't even wait. It's powered by Balanced Body, which means we actually bring some of the Contrology equipment with us. You can try it out. We have amazing prizes from them to give out. We're bringing Bayonne. So it's opc.me/tour. And then you can see all the different cities. And some of these cities you are easily drivable. We have people who are coming to 2 cities. So you can do that too. Also, if you're having a little FOMO that we're not coming to a city anywhere in driving distance near you, and I just want to remind you, we are driving for several thousands of miles. So you can drive a few hundred, you know?
You can.
But
it's
like
okay.
if that's
Come
not
join
an
us.
option, the Calgary event is a virtual event. And so it's in person, of course, but there's virtual seats that are available and they're limited. So you can get those at opc.me/tour. Just pick the Calgary event. And then we come back.
That's, I just want to call that again. If you weren't listening, we have virtual tickets for the summer tour for 2 workshops.
We've never done that before.
Go to opc.me/Calgary to go directly to where you find them.
Yeah.
opc.me/Calgary.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we come back, rest up, unpack, repack, because we're going from summer to Scotland's fall. And we are going to be in the UK. We'll be in Leeds and in Essex.
We're running out of seats over there, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
exciting.
At the time we're recording, every time someone buys, it's like, this stock is low. It's like how low it is. So Leeds only has a couple spots. Essex, we are offering day passes there. But every time someone buys a 2-day pass, we run out of 2-day passes. That's how that goes. So because it's a week during the week, because it's not nice, like you can go to a whole workshop day during the week. It feels like a vacation during the week. So you go to opc.me/UK. I've had a ton of people going, come do a tour in the UK. I'm like, I am. You guys, I'm coming in September. And we have a ton of our workshops that are happening at these locations. You can even do both locations. There's only like one workshop that overlaps. So opc.me/UK. And then we'll come back, and a couple weeks later, we go to Chicago for a POT, and then we go to Cambodia on our retreat. And it's not too late for you to sign up for our retreat for Cambodia because we just bought our plane tickets.
We just bought our plane tickets, and also we just had another person sign up.
Yeah.
So there's still time. Absolutely. Yeah. It's not like, the plane tickets aren't getting overly crazy right now, which is nice. So hop in, come join us, go to crowsnestretreats.com. It's going to be a pretty small group this time. Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you, it's not going to get better than this.
If you don't like big crowds, it's the time to come, because I can't promise you it'll be a small group every time.
Right.
In fact, I know 2026 has a ton of people. So you're going to want to do this one because we'll have more time together. It's a lot of fun. And you can always come a day early or stay a day late.
We would encourage you to stay a day late because we
do.
actually have 2 events that we can't include, quote unquote, in the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
And those events include going to see an elephant sanctuary.
Yeah.
And then the second event is a waterfall excursion.
Yeah.
And the reality is they're both just like longer events that we couldn't fit into our flow of the actual retreat.
Full day events, and also especially the waterfall, we have to have a smaller group, weather permitting, all that stuff. So that's why they're extra. So, and on the extra days, and we're going to do them before we leave. So you should come, crowsnestretreats.com. Okay, we have a ton to talk about with Wendee, but we have an audience question.
We sure do. Brenda Horning 1990 on YouTube asks, can I put a reformer in our garage? I'm in the Southeast. So it does get hot in the summer. Southeast, probably like Georgia or maybe
I'm assuming,
Florida.
Yeah.
I think I'd be more worried about the humidity.
Good job, Brad. Good job.
Unless you get a Contrology reformer, which you don't have to worry about the humidity as much. There's no wood that's going to warp, right?
Correct, because that's the thing. So one, I don't know which reformer you're looking at. That makes a difference. 2, so if you get a balanced body reformer that's wood, like a studio reformer, you have to worry about humidity for the wood. However, their springs have a coating on them, so you don't have to worry about the springs rusting. Whereas the Contrology, it's aluminum, and so you don't have to...
Or the Allegro too.
Yeah, you could do that.
Allegro 2 is also aluminum.
Yeah. So is it aluminum? I thought it's fiberglass.
No, it's metal.
I know, but is it aluminum? I don't think it's white.
Yeah, it's
It
what?
doesn't.
It's aluminum. It's definitely not plastic. It's not fiberglass.
Really? We should look
It's
that up.
definitely
We're
not
gonna have to ask Ken.
fiberglass.
Anyways,
100% not fiberglass.
well, Brad's gonna, it's a prefab. I know that. It's a prefab, like the way they make it. Anyways, the Contrology, I have friends who have them in Hawaii.
Powder coated aluminum.
Okay. There you go. Brad was paying attention on the tour, not me. Anyways.
I've also picked them up. I know what they're freaking
Yes.
are.
So, the Contrology, my friend has them in Hawaii, and the frame is great. Nothing goes on there. It doesn't even rust, but the springs, well, you have to clean the springs, right? So
that's right.
Thing that about
I forgot about that. That's great. It's exactly the same environment with humidity.
I worry more about humidity anywhere. And then when it comes to just like the hotness, I mean, obviously it's going to depend. Like, are you going to want to lay on a hot reformer bed because it's going to it's like sitting on your car when the car's hot.
Here's the thing. You can actually regulate the temperature inside your garage.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah, then I would do that.
You know, in Cambodia, we have these wall units for like air conditioning.
Yeah. I love this idea. We're helping you out, Brenda. So get a wall unit, and then I probably would have a
they're called there's a specific term for them. What are they called? They're not a window unit. They're a wall unit.
To the window. To the walls.
They call it a split. Mini split.
A mini split.
Mini split. So that way, what it does is it actually takes the big air conditioning part of it that is loud and noisy, and it actually is outside.
Yeah.
But then the inside is just a little wall.
They're amazing. They're so quiet. The other thing I would just say is like I've never experienced this thing. I've never had to purchase one in my life. But a dehumidifier is something you can also purchase. I saw one in Brad's uncle's basement. I was like, what is this thing? He said a dehumidifier. I'm like, I only know about humidifiers. Clearly that's where I've lived in the world. So you could have a dehumidifier, and then that would make your equipment last a long time as well.
That's true.
Just something to note that like naga hide and your leather straps, those things can be affected by the weather. So if it's hot, cold, like you're just going to want to find a way to stabilize the environment a little bit so that you can have it for years. Cause that's all I want to make sure. Like we didn't leave my reformer out in the heat. I think my extra reformer was out in the garage in the shed for like a year, but it was in a box protected. And then we're like, we got to get that in. That's probably not so great for it. So
yeah, just because the naga hide will eventually become brittle.
I think the leather straps would also become
the leather too,
they would dry out as well because like they stay healthy because of the oils of the skin. So anyways,
I just also found out that a mini split called a mini split because it's heating and cooling.
Oh well, there you go, Brenda. Show us the pictures of your garage with your new reformer in it.
You're amazing.
You guys, if you want to ask us any questions, they don't have to be replies. They can be about anything. You just have to go to beitpod.com/questions. You can also send us your wins. We can celebrate you, and you can hear about your wins on a day that you need to, because they always happen to land on the day you're like, my life isn't working. And then you hear a win you had, and you're like, oh my God, it was. I just forgot.
Stick around. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Wendee Close. Wendee is the founder and CEO of Goals2Life, a personal development platform designed to help individuals create and achieve meaningful goals through detailed planning and execution. It's quite a comprehensive platform. It's actually kind of amazing. After 27 years in the B2C industry, she pivoted into the tech world to build a purpose-driven SaaS platform aimed at transforming how people bring their aspirations to life. SaaS stands for software as a service. So a SaaS platform would be like Gmail or Google Calendar. That's a SaaS platform. In this case, she's making a tool that is software that'll help you bring your aspirations to life for real. Known for her resourcefulness and her get-it-done attitude, Wendee now helps ground people break through burnout and overwhelm by aligning their goals with their values.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for her, that was like legit, because she was like she and her husband had started a business that, could she do it? Yes. Was she really good at it? Yes. Did it light her fire? No. Should she have been doing it? No.
Yeah.
Right? But she did it for decades. Right? And after all that time, and they really did well, she still was like, I kind of don't like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so that's what caused the shift to start this platform, effectively starting a second career after her kids have flown the coop. They're empty nesters now. So, she's definitely tackling a huge project.
Bird launcher.
She's a bird launcher.
Yeah. I know I said on the podcast, if not, I said it to her face. I'm like immensely impressed that she has taken on this project because like it's so like I had no idea what starting OPC, like how much effort it is to have a platform like OPC. Like it is the amount of work we have to do on a daily basis for OPC is in the amount of people who work on that site to keep everything. So like when she talked about, she's like, oh my God, that is the biggest project in the world. Like I was just like sitting there from the experience of it, and she doesn't even see it as difficult. I mean, like, of course there's difficult times, there's hard days, but she always is like excited for the challenge.
Yeah.
And like she takes it in and then she figures out who she has to talk to make it happen. And so anyways, one of the things she said that I love, and I think it is why she can do what she's doing and take on this mountain of an amazing business, is when the vision is clear, you become it. So she is like, even though the project is still being built out and it works, she has tons of clients and tons of customers and tons of companies that work with it, but it was something that she's continuing to build and perfect and do. She isn't waiting for it to be ready to go out there and talk about it. She's talking about it because she's
been talking about it.
She's been, oh yeah.
You know, before it was even ready to go.
Yeah.
She understood what she was building, who it was going to help, and was out there sharing it with the world.
I mean, if you haven't listened to the episode, you have to, because it's truly a be it till you see it. Like it is, she is not waiting for the project to be ready, for someone to deem the project ready, for anything like that. She's like, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to talk about it. And the questions I get and the things people need are going to help me make it even better. And that's what we are always trying to tell people to do inside agency as well. She said, when you believe in what you're doing, it becomes easy to show up and say, this is who I am and this is what I'm doing. The vision is so strong, you live it. And I think like a lot of us are sitting in the place where she was before in that B2C thing. Maybe you're not in B2C, but like, was she good at it? Yes. Could she do it? Yes. It didn't light her up. And
Sure.
so I think a lot of people are struggling with preaching out loud and boasting about the thing they're doing because it's not the thing they really want to be doing. So they're not as excited. She is so excited about this. Every time I talk to her, I'm like excited about what I do. Like somehow like it reminds me, this is why I do what I do.
She lights everybody on fire.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you too that all the things that she learned with her first business she managed a team. She, worked with clients. She, understood how to do every aspect of that business. There's like a direct translation for what she's doing now, even though it's a different project and a different product and a different goal. The skills she learned from the first one are absolutely setting her up to excel at this in what so much faster.
Yeah.
So much faster.
Well, and also like even if the thing you want to do is something you were never trained to do, every skill that you've acquired along your journey is transferable. It's
story of my life.
Yeah. It's really all so transferable. And most of the jobs the job that I currently have, there's like not like a degree in it. So, like I think like we're all like, where's the checklist to go check? There isn't one. So get your vision clear and then talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about it, because just because people question it and they might not be as excited as you, their questions help you deliver what you do better. When we first started about OPC versus how we talk about it now, very different based on the questions we got from the way we used to talk about it. So.
Class starts at 6. I think we even said that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was like new class on Tuesday. I really loved when she was talking about clarity and resourcefulness and her reminder about it, specifically around asking for help, right? She has no qualms to reach out to people and ask for help. She is very excited about what it is that she's doing. And because she knows what she's building, it gives her enthusiasm, right? And courage. And then when she goes and she asks someone for help, even if they say no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't deflate her enthusiasm. But because she has that, she can ask for help in a way that is compelling. People actually want to help her. Mm-hmm. She said every single day, I'm like, I don't know how to do the thing that I'm going to do today, but what do I want to do? I want to impact lives. So she has a bigger goal. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, the conversation you were having was about going live on Instagram. She's like, I'm not a techie, social media user. But I'm willing to learn this thing, even if I fail at it, if I fall flat on my face, because if I can go live with someone today and it's going to further my actual goal, which is impacting people's lives. And she said she encourages everyone to just learn to be as resourceful as you can.
Yeah.
Right. And she said, if you're honest and transparent about where you are and what you're trying to do, others will help you do it.
Yeah, they will, because they get excited because you're excited. People want to be part of the party. People want to be part of that is how, for better or worse, people get involved in organizations. Like, they want to, I read the book Careless People about Facebook. Yes. Guys, it's a book worth reading. And if I could get her on, I would, but she's not doing any touring right now. But she talks about why she got involved with Facebook and why she was pushing for it to be around the world, because she wanted to be part of the vision of connecting people and helping people have all these. And I know that's like the worst example, but also like getting so excited about your thing that people get excited to be part of your life because they'll want to connect with the right people too, whether or not they can help you. Like, oh, I know so-and-so. And then they're so excited about what you're doing when they talk to their friend, there's a trust transference. And all of a sudden you have the connections you need,
Yep.
So no one gets to get their goals all done by themselves. It just doesn't happen that way.
Yeah. I mean, what?
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Wow. Yes. Very enthusiastically delivered there.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that old thing?
That old thing?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Dad.
Yes. Okay, Dad. That's hilarious. All right. Well, if you are looking for some Be It action items, stick around because we're going to dig into those when we come back. Okay, finally, let's dig into those Be It action items that we had with our conversation with Wendee Close. What bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted action items can we take away from your convo? I'm going to go first because she actually went down all 4 like right away, which is pretty awesome.
Whenever anyone does that, I'm like, oh, you took the assignment to the next level.
She did. She said, hey, here's what's bold. Own your next level identity, right? She encourages you to ask, what would my future self do right now, today, in this instant? And then take that action from your future you, right? And she said, that's super bold, like know where you're going, know what you're trying to do. And then, if you're faced with a tough decision, would your future self make decision A or decision B, right? And then she said, executable, take small intentional steps every single day. Small intentional steps, right? Breaking down big goals into micro movements, and then ask, what's one step that I can take today, right now, and then go do that step. In fact, that's like half of what Goals2Life is literally the execution element of it, because what they help you do is map out your goals and then figure out how to do them. Yeah. Actually, how to bring them to life, right? Yeah. And so
that's where the name came from.
Goals2Life.
Yeah.
That's where the name came from. Intrinsic, align your goals with your purpose. Align your goals with purpose. She said, ask yourself, why does this even matter to me? Like, if you have a goal of, let's say, doing a 5K race, why does this matter to you? Why? Do the 7 layers of why. What is it that you're actually trying to do here? And then when your goals are tied to your values, your commitment will deepen. So you need to understand what your values are, and then we need to find goals that are going to tie it all together. So intrinsic, align your goals with your purpose. Targeted, set clear, measurable milestones. Replace vague hopes with tangible outcomes. Ask yourself, how will I measure the progress? We would suggest deadlines. Yeah. Deadlines. Actually give yourself, by this time I will do this thing. Or by this time I will have this finished, or this piece of it accomplished. Yeah. It gives you targets.
I just talked to agency members about this. I said, if with because we're halfway through the year, right? And it's like, if you reflect on your goals you wanted to have done this year and what you want to have done by now, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't hit any of them. It's like, well, don't beat yourself up. It's ask yourself very clearly, like, why haven't I done this? What has been in the way? Is this actually something I still want to do? Can I actually do it? And then set new measurable goals, set new milestones, and make it happen. So I believe in those. I love a deadline.
Love a deadline. Yeah. What about you?
Okay. So she said, and this goes back to what I was just saying, so I'll just translate. If something's a priority, if it's a goal, it needs to be on your calendar. And that's where a lot of people make mistakes. They're like, oh, I'm going to do this thing, but they don't even set aside time. Like in my calendar, if you look at my calendar, it'll say, write this thing, do this thing, call this person.
Yep.
It is in my calendar. So there's not like, oh, here's my 3 things I want to get done today. And then I have a wide open day. No, every single work day is like, it's full because I have, now, of course I can move things if something comes up or whatever, but then it gets moved because in your calendar, you'll reschedule it. So that's what's really important. She said, if it's not in your calendar, it's not a priority. And she did mention time blocking. I'm a big fan of time blocking. I actually talk a lot about how we teach agency members how to time block so that they actually move the needle forward in their business. She also said, this is really important. She said, when she was talking about her burnout, she said, no amount of movement, water, nutrition, or meditation can make up for the lack of sleep. So sleep should be right there at the very top. And I think that is the most important thing. It's something I always talk about. When you come on a retreat to Cambodia, we actually like put your dream schedule together. And the first thing you actually put in there is, when do you go to bed?
Yeah.
And when do you wake up? It's your dream schedule. It's not your current sleep schedule. It's like what you desire to have as a sleep schedule. And it's one of the most important things to do is work towards that, because you cannot like biohack your way out of sleep you didn't get. Maybe one day, maybe 2 days, but you can't do it 365 days.
No.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, Wendee and I definitely connected on that because both of us just didn't leave ourselves sleep time or permission to sleep. And so, definitely impacted me through college for sure.
Yeah.
And even today, it's still a decision to make sure that is a priority.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I mean, Wendee is one of the most magnetic people that you've ever met. Like when she walks into a room, you know it, whether she meant you to know it or not, you know it.
Yeah.
And her enthusiasm for and her vision for her business, for Goals2Life, is contagious.
Yeah.
And, I think the product is, it's really amazing in helping people actually move forward.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of feeling stuck. And, I'm excited. So y'all should go check it out. Goals2Life, the number 2, goals2life.com. We'll put that link in the show notes for sure. Yeah. But if you haven't gone back yet, go listen to Wendee. She's amazing.
Yeah, go listen to why we love her so much. Okay, I'm Lesley Logan.
And I'm Brad Crowell.
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. How are you going to use these tips in your life? We want to know what your favorite takeaways are. We want to also know your questions and your wins. So beitpod.com/questions. I know that's confusing because if you have a win, you're going to the questions, but I promise you both columns are there. It's very easy to figure out. And share this episode or Wendee's episode with a friend who needs to hear it, because that is how this podcast not only continues to grow, but also helps people be it till they see it. The more people around you that are doing that, the easier it is for you to be it till you see it. It's really hard to be around a bunch of Eeyores, guys. So send them Wendee's episode, and you know what to do. Until
time to be a piglet, not an Eeyore.
Be it till you see it.
Bye for now.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.
Oh my God, what if we got merch? That like Be It Till You See It is like being like I don't know. I guess
I don't
we
know if
can't-
Piglet's the right character, but
I don't know. I don't know if it is either, but I feel like we need to figure that out. Like we need visuals of what a be it till you see it and a versus a not be it till you see it is. That's what we need. We need visuals.